So let's begin with the first trait, which is, first of all, having the right opportunity, choosing the right business. This is a trait that a lot of people get wrong. They just simply go to the fastest thing that can make them money. You probably can see this either in yourself or maybe in family members or friends. There's a guy who doesn't care what he does. He just tries to make money as fast as possible. That guy usually stays broke even though he acts rich, doesn't he? So there's a quote that I like. I'm pretty sure I made this quote unless someone else has said it, but here it is. Choose the lake, choose the boat, then row as hard as possible. Do you understand what that means? Choose the lake, choose the boat, then row as hard as possible. Choose the lake is kind of like the market, who you could help. The boat is kind of like the vehicle to your wealth, and then row as hard as possible is kind of like, okay, now work hard. Because if you try to work hard on the wrong lake, in the wrong boat, then there's no point. You're in the wrong category. You're swimming in the wrong direction. You only want to work hard when you've actually got the right thing set up. The issue is, especially for a lot of brown people, they'll get a shit business model, vehicle. Like, for example, just like making their own corner store or Uber or something. And everyone can act like little bitches. Oh, but Hamza, these people are really yeah, sure. But they probably have got higher ambitions than that. So we need to call them out, because I'm almost speaking to myself here. If you choose a shit business model to begin with, if you choose a shit vehicle to wealth, the fastest one that comes out because you've got this poor trait of impatience and low standards, then suddenly if you're just working hard, you're working hard on the wrong thing, you're working hard on something that genuinely will max out at about $70-$80 a day. That's it. Now, for some people, that sure, you can say that, oh, but that's still really nice. But the truth is, we're not here to make $70 a day. Even the guy making $70 a day who's providing for his family and it seems so wholesome. If you asked him, all these fucking cretins online will defend that type of person, saying, oh, but he's being, he's really providing. But if we asked him, he would say, no, please teach me how to make more money. So we need to speak like this and almost have this kind of demeaning attitude for us not achieving our greater ambitions. We need to speak like men. If you go and see the bitches who comment underneath my community post when I call guys out for being weak, and all of them oh, but guys, you don't have to work so hard. I'm like, oh, how the fuck did you stumble upon my channel telling other guys you don't have to work so hard? Rat? Fucking, no, what's the term? Crab in the bucket? If there's a guy telling you don't have to work so hard, that your ambitions don't need to be so high, that you're doing really well when you're not achieving your highest goals, if there's a guy who's saying that to you, slap him in his fucking face and never speak to him again, because he hates you and he would happily fuck your future wife when you slow down. That's the kind. If there's a guy who's telling you, oh no, it's okay, you don't have to push yourself so much, Hamza's being toxic, he's he's just being a bit too extreme, think to yourself that this is the type of guy who would genuinely try to fuck your future wife, because when you slow down a bit and you've got an extra 10 pounds, from the compounding result of following his advice of being a bit easy on yourself. When there's a guy who's genuinely telling you you can do better, you can achieve more, you need to work harder, do you not see who's on your side here? And still, the amount of people, these few cretins who will comment, who will disagree with this type of message and tell other guys, oh, but guys, remember, Hamza's a bit extreme, you can still keep playing video games, you don't have to be that extreme. That's literally the kind of guy who eventually will just tell you, oh, bro, yeah, it was just a mistake, man. I tried to, I messaged your wife a picture of my dick because I thought, she was... That's the type of guy